please welcome to the stage former Today Show correspondent, host of Workout from Within, and CEO of Halevy Life, health expert, Jeff Halevy.
All right, look, you guys are all sitting. Don't you know sitting kills? Who said sit? How's everybody feeling? Good? Who enjoyed dancing? I'm serious. Oh, I know this gentleman over here did not, but besides him, and what's your name? Louis? Louis, come on. We actually have reward systems built into the body for us to move. Does anybody know what those reward systems are? Because it's wild. Endorphins is wrong. That's old school research. It's actually something different. It's not endorphins, it's endocannabinoids. Has anybody heard of endocannabinoids? Now, this part's wild. You're gonna love this. So who in the room enjoys smoking marijuana? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Do not raise your hand. Do not raise your hand. Endocannabinoids in our bodies essentially replicate the effects of smoking marijuana, just like cannabis, cannabinoid. Now Louis is paying attention. How'd I get your attention now? Anti-aging and longevity are, to me, they're like the Bitcoin and blockchain of wellness today. Everybody throws these words around. Nobody really knows what they mean. Don't kid yourselves. I couldn't wrap my head around anti-aging. How do you stop a measurement? And you know, the thing is, I have seen anti-aging. I take it back. I've seen anti-aging. Who's seen Benjamin Button? That's anti-aging, right? Who's seen Tom Cruise? I don't understand that guy. It's like he gets younger every year. It's nutty. I want to know what he eats for breakfast. So what's normal? What do we accept as being normal as we get older? Just yell it out. We become frail, develop cranky. Who said cranky? Are you married, sir? Disrupting is exercise, it is activity, it is movement, and I'm going to make a solid case for this today. We're going to do a little experiment right now. We're going to see if without using your hands, you can get up from that position. The reason that was so important is because that is directly tied to your longevity. Your movement, your ability to do what we just showed, and this is going to blow all of your minds, with a score less than 7.5, you are twice as likely to die within the next, this sounds like a 10 o'clock news, like headline, right? Like, do you move? You might be dying tonight. It's just 1 point of improvement, by the way, on that test correlated with living 21% longer. So one less time that you did this or grabbed the ground. Our movement is heavily connected to our longevity and, of course, our quality of life, which is ultimately where I'm going. Now, remember, everything I'm telling you is a screen. So don't go home and say, Jeff said I'm going to die. I better, this is not, you don't go on a shopping spree. And, these are screens. They're screens. I'm not a psychic, okay? My diamonds are reckless. Feels like a midget is hanging from my necklace. Time. I hear a lot of that. Louis, how'd you do? Let's hear it for Louis, 43. The man can't dance, but he can sure as hell stand up and sit down. Yes, ma'am. 46. You just got called out. That's what just happened. What gets bigger when you exercise? Call it as. Don't say your brain because you know where I'm going. What gets bigger? Your brain. Your muscles get bigger, right? I'm sorry, what was that? Your glutes. Your booty gets bigger. That's right. I think I also heard someone say ego. Was that what it was? I missed that one. Now here's what's even cooler. When you exercise, you secrete Miracle-Gro, BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And BDNF is like the Miracle-Gro for the brain. People are worried that muscle turns into fat, which is completely false, but you know what actually turns into fat? Bone. So especially the women in the room, we know how important it is to, and this I'm always yelling at my mom, I'm like, you gotta lift weights, you gotta do something. It's so important to preserve the bone, and the leverage point that I have on her is because you say you don't want to be fat. We start using our mobility at 6 years old. So now you can hate on 7-year-olds, right? Be like, you know something? You're getting old already. You don't even know it. You're getting old already. Go ahead, touch your toes. Let me see. And that's right, you're old. Very early on in my career, I was lucky enough to work with human genome sciences. And for those familiar with epigenetics, gene expression, this is just absolutely amazing. But you can change who you are just by exercising. You are a different person after you've worked out than before, quite literally. Now, you can't exercise yourself into looking like Brad Pitt, okay? I would do it if I could. It doesn't work. But you can change your gene expression. You can turn those light switches on and off. And the reason that that's important is the effects on certain diseases like cancer. We can actually prevent cell mutations in the first place. We can slow the growth of these cells, and we can even reverse the actual mutations. VO2 max is a better indicator of all-cause mortality than obesity, smoking, and hypertension. And those are a big three. You don't need exercise to become better at oxygenating your body. As a matter of fact, most of us breathe the wrong way. Everybody take a deep breath really quickly. Go ahead. Great. You all breathe upside down. You all did the same thing. I want you to feel the coolness of the air that's coming in through your nostrils now. How many people noticed that they had a little more saliva in their mouth as soon as they started breathing through their nose? Anybody notice that? Yes? Okay. So the reason for that is because you're switching from your sympathetic, fight or flight, to your parasympathetic, rest and recovery nervous system. That's why you start to feel the saliva pooling in the mouth. As I said before, we're pretty good at living longer. But more importantly, I hope that I helped you disrupt aging and live well. So thank you very much. Thank you.